Alright, in this video we're going to take a look at a UGR tray. UGR stands for Unitized Group Ration, and the UGR uses similar technology to MREs as far as how they prepare the foods, but they're meant to serve large numbers of troops. This is actually just one tray. It's just one component of a complete UGR. And this one is yellow cake with chocolate frosting. And this tray provides 18 servings. A complete UGR would have mains, sides, desserts, and condiments, stuff like trays and cups. Basically everything that you would need to feed 50 soldiers. So in an ideal situation, you would feed soldiers fresh food made by cooks. If that's not possible, you can set up a field kitchen and you can serve them UGRs. Like I said, the food itself is similar to what's found in an MRE, but it's more of a real meal kind of a thing. And then obviously if that can't be done, the third option is just to provide MREs. And these trays are very similar to a retort pouch, in that the food is cooked inside of these and it's ready to eat and can be served just as is or just heated up. You can see it's like plastic on the bottom with like a foil kind of a top. This is actually very similar to a retort pouch, the top is. And the plastic part of it, it can be used to heat it. It's a heat and serve tray, so you can heat it up right in here and you can serve it right out of this. And obviously this is just going to be one component of a complete UGR. So we're going to take a look at this cake, and I actually have a special reason for doing this video. It's kind of time sensitive because today is my daughter's 10th birthday. And don't worry, I'm not going to make her eat MREs for her birthday. But I figured what better opportunity to check out some UGR yellow cake with chocolate frosting than a birthday. So we're going to have some cake experts check this out a little bit later when we actually taste this. Right now we're just kind of doing the overview and we'll check it out, but we'll actually do the tasting a little bit later. So you can see, as I said, it's a yellow cake with chocolate icing, and the icing is separate. So the cake is in here. And what you do is you open it up and put the icing on there. The icing, kind of like the peanut butter and cheese spread, should be kneaded up a little bit before you use it. And let me get rid of this stuff here so we can get a better look. And we can take a look at the ingredients. And also the nutrition facts. And of course we have to keep in mind that this is 18 servings per container, so that each of these numbers here is 1/18 of the complete tray. Here's the ingredients for the chocolate icing and the nutrition facts. As you can see, since it's only 1/18 of what you're going to get, there's not really a lot of numbers on here. Another thing that makes these similar to MREs is that they do have a date code on them. On the side here we have yellow cake with icing, a date code of 8193, which means that this was packaged on July 12th, 2018, so it's less than a year old. And to say 18 portions there. The chocolate icing has its own date code of 8046, so a little bit earlier in 2018. Now we can see this has a net weight of 30 ounces, and the icing is 6 ounces. So that would mean that this is 36 ounces, but I don't believe that includes the packaging. So just for the sake of being complete, why don't we see how much this actually weighs? It comes in at 44.7 ounces, which is a little bit more than the 36 ounces that the packaging indicates. So that's 2 pounds and 12.7 ounces, or 1,268 grams. Alright, I'm actually really looking forward to trying this out because UGR trays have become pretty rare lately. There was a time when you can find them online. I know the epicenter.com used to sell them, and they actually did a whole series of videos where they taste tested a whole bunch of different trays. But once they ran out, they seemed to be pretty hard to find. So even though this is just a dessert, just a cake with frosting, it's still going to be pretty cool to check out. And now, we will go ahead and check it out. I don't think this is peelable. I think we're going to have to actually cut this. There's a cake. A little bit of the top peeled off in here. Actually, I can give that a taste. Yeah, it looks, smells, and tastes very much like your standard sheet cake. It's quite moist. There might be just a slight bit of an unnatural or a sort of a chemical kind of smell. Nothing really bad, but I mean, we're dealing with basically MREs here. But this is what the cake looks like. It's actually quite tasty. If you don't mind sheet cakes and like cakes from a mix as opposed to homemade, made from scratch, there's really nothing wrong with this at all. It's quite moist. Obviously we'll be able to get a better idea of it when we actually cut it up and eat it, but Right now, I'm going to actually put the stuff aside because it's going to be a while before my daughter gets home, and I kind of want to put the icing on when it's a little bit closer to that time. So we'll be right back. Alright, now we'll finish up. Those are out in the living room. So I'll give the chocolate icing a good kneading. And one thing I didn't mention about this is I believe they have a minimum shelf life of 18 months. Like MREs, I'm sure they can last longer than that, but I don't want to go too long. Do a tier notch right here. Smells good, smells like chocolate frosting. It's a little on the viscous side rather than like a, one of those thick kinds you get out of a can. I don't know if it sets or something, but alright, that's ready to eat. There's just one more thing I need to do. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Valo. Happy birthday to you. Oh.
Whoa! Thank you.
You know what it is?
No.
It is an MRE cake.
It looks like a giant eclair.
With chocolate icing. Ooh.
I know you're not crazy about chocolate, but hopefully
Doesn't
it'll
it
be
look
okay.
like a giant eclair?
Looks like what?
A giant eclair.
It does kind of. See how it tastes.
Oops.
You beast.
Lots of these because I love them.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. Look how much.
You probably could have used a sharper knife.
What are these squishy little material things? I just saw these laying around the ground. Daddy, I found these lying around the ground. Mama, look, this squishy. Yes. Orlando, Pearl, Speedy, Robbie.
Let's see what you guys think of this.
Okay.
It's cakey.
I might like it. I might not.
It's possible.
Oops. It's okay.
It's weird. It's kind of like moist and dry at the same time.
Nah.
Kind of dense. A little, not as moist as I thought it was going to be. Chocolate's nice. It's kind of tastes a little bit like Hershey syrup.
Yeah. You can make designs in it.
Yeah. What do you think of it though?
I think it's okay.
It's
Nah.
okay. Yeah. It's not great, but not terrible.
Mhm.
What do you think of the frosting? I know it's chocolate, but
Oh, this is mine.
It's pretty good for chocolate.
I like it. It's good.
It's actually not very crumbly
well, of course, yeah. Compared to other cakes, but I like the texture.
When you compare it to like a boxed cake mix, or like a cake from the store,
No,
a sheet cake.
it just tastes more fresh for some reason.
Yep.
Yeah. Like less artificial.
Yeah, I would say it's not great, but it's good. And the frosting really makes it. Otherwise, it'd be pretty boring.
Yeah, definitely a bit dry.
Mm-hmm.
The frosting gives it.
It's kind of thirst provoking.
Yeah.
What?
I'm giving it to you.
You done?
Yeah.
You had enough. Now, is it because of the chocolate that you don't like, or are you just not crazy about it?
I don't like either of them. I don't like the chocolate more because I don't like dark chocolate. Or like sometimes I don't like light chocolate most of the time.
All right. So you're not crazy about it.
Yeah.
Where would you go? Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs, kind of thumbs in the middle. Yeah.
Like a little bit high, but
Just slightly above.
yeah.
I would say it's good for an MRE cake. For a cake in general, it's probably like yeah, that. But
Mm-hmm.
it's, yeah.
Taking into account what it is, it's good for what it is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I would agree. It's nothing to write home about, but it makes for a good dessert. So that was a look at a UGR tray of yellow cake with chocolate icing.
Thank you for watching.